Yo.
Hello, everybody.
How's it going?
Welcome back to Content Counterparts, where we review explicit material and other things.
Yeah, it's true. Other things as well, like our day-to-day lives or projective, creative projects that we're working on, and other stuff like that. But mostly hentai and furry porn. Really.
Mm-hmm. It's true. I think our last intro was way better.
Honestly, yeah, we already had a plan. This time we already kind of introduced the concepts of what do we talk about at this point?
I think we blew our load last time.
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking that seems great actually. We're here again, and that's all.
I guess, so you should explain for the people who weren't around last time, though, what this show is.
That is true. This is a show where we essentially talk about random bullshit, things that we have. However, our main thing that we do is that we review hentai and YIF. We go turn and turn on that one, explain our points, because he's a furry, a gay furry that likes, YIF, furry, porn, yada yada yada. And I am a straight Mexican male.
White male?
No. I'm a straight Mexican male that likes hentai, reviews hentai, but never really dabbled in furry because I'm not into furries. But, we're trying to look at it from an objective point and try to understand, the complexities, the goods, the bads of the other parts genre. And that's essentially what we do here.
Exactly. And last time, I believe Will reviewed his very first full YIF comic, and I reviewed my very first full hentai. So we are new to each other's genres, but by all means experts in our field within our own genres. So we have a very diverse point of view when it comes to the content that we're going to be presenting.
Exactly. So take it as two experts exploring each other's genres. That's essentially what's going to go and happen. But first, shall we just talk about a few things?
Sure. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Well, go to your couch.
Should we? Make me.
You're lucky I don't have my gun on my avatar right now.
That's a fucking nut. Oh, you fucked it up. You fucked it all up.
Oh, okay, there we go. Oh.
Holy shit! You almost blew it. You're fucking blowing it, dude. It's been 3 minutes. It's been 3 minutes and he's already fucking everything all up.
Listen, in my defense, I forgot to turn off my tie.
I guess so. I still haven't fixed that. That's like the one thing left in this world to fix is that. So you guys can't see it because you're not in the world, but we're violently flickering on the cameras because of the Pyomi shader, and that is because the lighting isn't baked, and that is a problem for later.
I would just like to say, you're flashing. I'm currently okay because the parts that are from Pyomi on my avatar are disabled. It's the only reason why I don't have a tie, I don't have a scarf, I don't have anything other than my shirt. Because this is not Pyomi.
Well, I mean, you could. I am flashing. I am flashing completely on my end. But it's just the things that have audio link on Will's avatar that's flashing for him.
Yeah, so I'm mostly okay. And I say mostly as in, if I turn on two of the things on my avatar, I will start flashing violently. So let's not do that.
I'll be fixing that sometime. But in the meantime, we're here and it works enough. So, hey, have you ever tried to make a production grade level set in 2 weeks? No, I didn't fucking think so. So sometimes it's just gonna, it's not gonna be finished. So yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Listen, I'm just saying, the stress of having to do that would get to anyone. In fact, I was gonna actually ask you, because this is something I've been doing often. It's probably not a good thing, but I still do it anyway. I have this one, little quirk. Like this, how some people, eat their nails when they're stressed, or, start doing, scratching at the skin or whatever. I have this really bad habit I have this really bad habit of, chewing on things. And sometimes it will be my nails, but I usually, knock that habit really quickly. However, when I never managed to knock is just chewing on just random plastic crap. Like, I used to chew on my toys all the time, right?
Oh my god, I am fucking exactly the same, I swear on my life.
But here's the thing, I started getting really bad with it recently. Because I started, like, getting really hard into work mode recently. Like, just continue working, right? Unless I'm, like, hanging out with someone who already made plans with me or just playing games with everyone. So, as a way to start, I've been biting things. I have gone through, like, 10 plastic spoons this week.
Oh my god, spoons. Okay, I know just what you mean though. When I remember there was a time where I was playing Civ 5 and I was like min-maxing, and I wasn't even min-maxing, I was just fighting like a 30 unit front that I had to like manually input for every unit, and I realized that I had like in the process of an hour completely destroyed and chewed through like 6 plastic toothpicks. Which usually those 6 plastic toothpicks would last me like a week. I usually destroy like 1 a day. But
yeah.
In like an hour, I fucked with a shit ton of them.
No, it definitely is a problem because you can notice when you're stressed because you will start just seeing all the plastic around you that you've been through. I'm like, damn. I wonder if like the microplastics are like burrowing into my skin right now.
Oh, dude, I really do have this passive fear that I'm gonna get throat cancer because of all the fucking plastic that I could eat. I don't like eat it, but like for 10 to 15 years I've been chewing on bottle caps. I stay away from bottle caps because I don't want to choke, but sometimes I catch myself. But the plastic rings on water bottles and like Gatorade and soda bottles, like the plastic ones, the toothpicks I'm really bad with. My DS stylus, I have to buy a new stylus every month.
Well, I mean, whoa, hold up. Are you saying, because I used to do this too with the stylus where I used to bite it. However, are you telling me you bit the bottom part of the stylus instead of just the top part?
I would bite the whole thing. I would just just be absentmindedly just chewing on it to the point where it wouldn't fit in the slot anymore, and it was like hard to hold because it was bent and riddled with teeth marks.
Well, you are a dragon, so.
But especially the tip. What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, you have big jaws. You bite stuff. I mean, I just fill it out for you.
I mean,
as you used to put it, you have a lot of real estate.
That's true. That's true. There is a lot of real estate here. a lot of real estate, a lot of surface area. That's good for biting.
Yeah, good for biting DS stylus and toothpicks and plastic spoons.
Oh, but the plastic spoons, man, I do have to throw away the plastic silverware that I get when I eat food, like at takeout, because I will just fucking destroy the plastic fucking silverware. It is a problem. I know what you mean. Oh, you know what the worst thing is? So the worst is when you think it's gonna be like a soft plastic that you can like chew, and then it shatters in your mouth, and you're like, oh no, this is hard plastic that shatters. That is not fun.
Yeah, it definitely gets to the point where it's like, I don't know if I should be eating this anymore, because I don't know if it happened to you where you're like eating on the plastic. It's not even like the hard plastic or anything. You're just eating on the plastic. And you start to like feel like your throat is starting to get like kind of like raspy.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, you feel like your throat's getting like kind of sore, but not even like in like an I'm getting sick kind of way. In like a I feel like there's a chemical on the back of my throat kind of way. It's not a pleasant feeling, but I know just what you mean. So here's what I did for a little while. Is I got these candies. Do you know those like little like soda bottle shaped candies that are like made of wax?
No.
Well, they exist. There's these little. So. It's okay. Picture this. It's a little bottle. It's like probably about like the size of like 2 fingers. It is like a wax wax. It is wax that is shaped like a soda bottle, and inside is like a sugary sweet liquid. That is, it's honestly you don't get a whole lot of liquid for the fucking effort to go through it. But either way, the wax is what I was after. So I bought a big bag of the wax candies, and I just started chewing on the wax. And honestly, that was pretty effective because wax is natural. You gotta remember, wax isn't plastic. Wax is from like, I don't know, bees.
Okay.
And maybe I don't actually know where most wax comes from, but bees is at least the source of one kind of wax. I guess there's petroleum wax, but I don't think you would put petroleum wax in candy. I'm going to assume it's beeswax. Either way, it's edible wax, or at the very least, it's eatable wax. But the problem with it is that it dissolves after like an hour, and then it kind of starts to feel kind of shitty. But it was very effective at stopping me from grinding toothpicks, because it was like gum, but with none of the downsides of gum, because, well, I guess you still have to drink the sugar candy.
Wait, hold on. What's the downside of
like
gum?
It's full of sugar.
What about sugar-free gum?
It just tastes bad.
Oh, whoa. Okay, you have a point actually.
Are you going to tell me that Diet Coke tastes just as good as regular Coke? Have you ever had sugar-free Sprite? Like Sprite Zero?
I haven't had Sprite Zero, but I have had sugar-free Coke and Coke Zero, and I will say, honestly, I prefer Coke Zero over Coke.
So here's the thing. I've been making that. I have actually been kind of in the same boat lately. But Sprite Zero, one of the worst things I've ever tasted in my life, genuinely. Oh. And I've had some really bad things. It's like, I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's the same artificial sweetener that's used in like most other diet sodas, but is just, I guess, I don't know if it's just because it's like more isolated, because lemon lime is a very mild flavor, but it is astronomically terrible. It tastes like drinking cough syrup, but with none of the good flavors. It is just extremely bitter, and it just sticks in your mouth for literally like 15 minutes. I bought a six pack of the bottles, and I threw all of them out after like 4 sips.
Huh. Jesus. Listen, I'm just saying, maybe we just need to stop biting things and just taking bad things in our mouths, including bad sodas, sugar. Maybe, just maybe, we would benefit from just eating glue.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Well, what kind of glue? Like, okay, because if you eat super glue once, we're never gonna chew on any plastic ever again.
Exactly.
So I think you're onto something with that one, really.
Or hear me out. We could drink Elmer glue.
Okay. What would be the best alcoholic spirit said mixed with Elmer's glue? I feel like you would want to say vodka, but maybe that's not good. Maybe the vodka doesn't cut through the taste of the Elmer's glue enough. Maybe you'd want like a spiced rum or something.
You're thinking like Elmer's glue tastes bad.
Well, it just tastes like glue. It tastes...
Yeah, and like... your point is?
You know what? I have Elmer's glue. Let's see what it tastes like.
Wait, hold on. Wait, actually?
Yeah, fuck it.
Dude, there he is. He's going for his glue.
What's a little bit of Elmer's glue got to do with it? Let's just. Hold on, let's get a review. Let's go with that one. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna use a little drop. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna get some water first so I can wash it out.
All right, this is what we're also gonna be known for: fucking eating glue.
Look, we gotta be known for something.
Our legacy is gonna be glue eating and hentai reviewing and furry reviewing.
Look, have you ever seen anybody eat glue live on stream?
No, but I'm pretty sure someone has.
Okay, so this is Elmer's Glue Clear. I
Okay.
think I've had it for like 8 years.
Oh, perfect.
Um,
So someone's gonna die live on stream today.
let's give it a little taste. Ah, bad.
Wow, who would have guessed? It's fucking glue.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know, that doesn't really taste like much, actually. I'd say it tastes...
Wait, really?
It kind of tastes a little sweet, but like a hint of sweet more than anything.
Ah. I guess you could mix
I'd
it with
say-
vodka then.
I'd say that there's got to be like a certain amount of glue that you could put into a drink and people wouldn't notice. So here's really what the worst part was that I didn't like pour any glue out first. So like there was like a tiny little like encrusted like dry piece of glue that was on my mouth, and that was really the worst part about that. You know what? Let's do it again. Let's just do it again.
Okay. Is it glue that sticks things together, or is it a different kind of glue? It is Elmer glue. You know that glue that you used when you were a child that was like a white glue that you got out of the tube and you sprayed it onto like paper and it like really shittily stick them together? It's that kind of glue. What is Blood cooking? Glue. He's eating Elmer glue right now.
Not good. I'd say it really just tastes like nothing more than anything.
So dude, I got weed soda. That's great. I mean, you know what we could do? We can make weed glue.
Mm-hmm.
So you just, throw a bit of weed,
I'm
throw a bit of
gonna need
glue.
you to elaborate on that one. Right, stick it together.
Yeah, and then you smoke it. You can smoke glue, right?
Probably. Well, this concludes my glue eating. I'd say that it doesn't really smell like much. Doesn't really taste like much. Honestly, the worst part is that my mouth is kind of like a little on the stickier side, but like it's coming off, no problem with water. I only had like 2 drops.
I can't wait for Basalt to die tomorrow from the glue poisoning.
No, it's school glue. It's fine. I'm pretty sure it says non-toxic.
Okay, yeah, that's fine then. There's no way they let them not eat fucking glue. I mean, they
Should I call
expect it.
poison
They're
control
children.
live on stream?
What?
Should I call poison control live on stream? Say hell, I ate glue.
Hey,
Yeah,
how much
it's
Elmer
just-
glue
you know,
does it take to
it's
kill me?
Safe, non-toxic. So I think we're in the clear.
Okay. Glue is a shit smell, but it doesn't get high. Weed glue makes a high stick around. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what I think. If you
I get it.
eat glue, yeah. And the same thing with vodka. You drink the glue with vodka, and you stay drunk because it sticks to you.
That's true. That's a good idea. You know, honestly, I think you could probably put glue in more like foods and drinks, and probably nobody would notice. It doesn't taste much of anything. It's not even bitter, really.
You know, it'd be really
Like,
fun
you
to
think
be
they'd
like
put
a
some bittering
bartender
agent.
and just
Yo, let me
like
get some of that
stick
Elmer's.
some glue in.
Yeah. We should go back to our chairs.
Yeah, probably.
Our seats.
Max says, I mean, adult people, Basalt eats glue, so I bet children try too. Please don't, please don't, please don't. I mean, he already did. He already ate the glue, so.
Hold on, let's see. Who's begging me not to eat glue?
Mac.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, I swallowed it. I didn't spit it out. I didn't spit it out. I swallowed that bitch.
Yeah, he's not a quitter. He's a swallower, okay?
Exactly. We don't spit here. I'm not a little pussy boy. I swallow my glue.
Tyler says talk about something deep in a TikTok clip. No, sorry, we don't do that here. We apparently we don't talk about deep shit. We talk about glue and eating it. That's what we're gonna be known
we don't
for.
talk about deep shit. We eat glue here.
And usually that would be just like a joke. No, kind of wish it was, but at this point we can't say that anymore.
We're trying to eat glue. Okay, but so here's what I'd say. I think that you could really probably mix any alcohol into it. You know what it would be like? I think that you could probably literally like 1-to-1 exchange glue for where you would put cornstarch in like gravies and soups and sauces. I think you could just put glue there instead, and I really don't think anyone would be able to tell. It doesn't taste like anything. It just kind of Fine. You know what? No, I'm gonna call myself out on this one. It tastes like cum. It tastes really similar to cum.
What?
It's really similar.
Oh.
It's like cum. It's like cum if it wasn't salty. That's how the best way I could describe it. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? How am I supposed to make the audience understand what it tastes like? I can't just say it tastes like nothing, but with the thing, it tastes like cum. It tastes like semen. Don't
Anyway,
like you're better than me.
Anyway, let's see what the comments are saying. Yeah, let's see. Honestly, you should smoke super glue from a pipe. If you smoke super glue from a pipe, it makes your cum more better. I don't.
Yeah, he's onto something. You know, maybe he's right. Let him cook. Bro's cooking. I think that you might be able to like amplify the process here, or maybe you'd go slower, right? If you smoke glue, then the glue enzymes get trapped within your prostate, and then you last longer during sex. This is how Chinese medicine works, by the way.
You know, actually, hold on. I think you're onto something. Is there a plausibility, okay? Is there a plausibility that you can ingest so much glue into your body that you technically would take longer to come because, you know, it's, you know, taking a while to go there because of glue?
I think you die, but I think... but before you die...
Oh, fuck.
Maybe. Maybe if you inject it with like a syringe, like straight in there, you know, mix it around a little,
right? You can inject your balls with glue.
I mean, you want to last longer, don't you, Will?
I guess. Coming doesn't count if it doesn't come. I mean, I guess so. And Normie thought already. Listen, I'm just saying. Do we really need to hold out for that long?
Normies? Do we really want normies here? we review Yif and Hentai. That is the purpose of this podcast. I feel like the normies don't even click on this podcast. Talk show. Talk show.
I mean, someone tuned in for the cum show, apparently, so.
Oh.
I mean...
Wait, the what?
The cum show.
Oh, the cum show. When's the cum show?
What wouldn't you like to know?
Later tonight. I mean...
No, I think I'm good, actually. Sure. Listen, for what happened last Friday while we were drinking, I think I'm good, actually. I had to leave once it started getting weird. Bro, hold on. I just want to call out people in our group.
Maybe not by name. Don't call them
I won't call them out by name. And I will just be very, light with the details. But I'm just going to say, some people were having a deep talk, and that was, they were talking about me. Keep in mind, they were like, well, we work too hard or whatever. It's like, okay. However, right behind them, some questionable activities were going on in earshot, and I was like, I would have this deep conversation with you guys, but I'm hearing some bullshit right behind you, and I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I'm gonna go drink with some other people, and then I left.
It was something along the lines of, I'm hearing you, but I'm hearing your boyfriend sucking this person's dick right behind you, like 15 feet away. and then he left.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. What is going on in chat? Someone Jose Kumi, and this is my one break. So does the redhead one get what's the first? No. Redhead one totally bottom. Also no. Here's the deal. Straight Mexican male reviews hentai. Gay furry dragon reviews GIF. So
Woo.
that's essentially the dynamic of the show. That being said, what was I gonna say?
I don't fucking know. Content Counterparts. Here we are. Yeah, this is the name. It's there. It's because we do content and because we're different. Because the fuck. Because the fuck. Oh,
wow,
shit,
look who broke the board now.
Wow. Wow. It's cool when I do it. It's cool when I do it, Will. But when you do it, it's just me.
That is true. I am just a clown.
Look.
And we know because this has been proven many times.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, everyone just wants to watch me suffer. That's essentially my entire, I don't know if it's a persona or just the entire bit that we go with. Just bullying the Mexican.
I made a whole podcast set to make you suffer.
That is true. Yeah, that is very true. I mean, people paid me to watch me suffer.
Exactly. People don't seem to be aware that you don't have to pay William. Like you can just give him a bunch of free shit and then he feels indebted.
I mean...
And then you make a talk show with them.
Okay, that part is true. Listen, you bought me over with the promise of content, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's content. Why would I not? That being said, people have bought me shit before, and then I didn't play with that stuff. For example, there is that single player game that I was given. I played like 3 hours of it, and then I never played it again. Also because I don't play single player games. Also for Christmas, I bought 2 games. I haven't played either of them.
Oh, wait. Hold on. What do you mean you don't play single player games?
Oh, I mean, okay, I do play single player games, but I haven't played one in a good while.
Balatro.
I have not played Balatro in
SCP,
months. I have not played
Foundation Corporation.
I have not played Lobotomy Corporation, and also in months.
Bought that one.
You know what my close interaction to Lobotomy Corp was? Me watching someone play it like a day or 2 ago. My close interaction to it, my close interaction to a single player game in general, other than watching people play in our Discord calls, is like 2 days ago. Someone like right after playing Yomi, someone was playing some single player games, and I was just watching them while it was working. That's my closest experience to a single player game in its entirety in a while.
Well, I guess to an extent, Tawn sometimes could be considered single player in some instances.
Okay, that's the exception, I guess. Sure, if I'm just grinding by myself.
But that's just a side effect. That's just because nobody's around. Which is fair, I'd say, really.
Also, Max says, I love this show idea. William called himself a H-Tai connoisseur, but besides med value reviews, I never heard this H-Tai talk. I guess I like H-Tai opportunity. Okay, if we really need to stop calling it H-Tai, fuck. I'm having a stroke while I was saying that. However, that being said, no, what does this mean? Actually, I'm reading it. I don't know what this means.
William called himself a hentai connoisseur, but besides medium value reviews, I have never heard his hentai talk. I guess I like hentai openly. I think he's saying you're submissive and that you're not very dominant about your interests other than your reviews. Is how I'm extrapolating that comment, at least.
Is this true, Mac? Is this what you're trying to say here? Hopefully not.
I think he's calling you cringe and me based.
I mean, what do you want me to say? Okay, I am passionate about hentai, but I talk about it when I have like something to talk about, like a specific one in particular I want to talk about, which we're gonna get to in a while. Because I'm not gonna lie, I shit posted this week. I mean, shit posted just a little bit when it comes to my hentai.
What do you mean by that exactly?
I mean, we both saw. I mean, here's the thing: it's from a very good artist. It's from a reputable artist. However, there is some shit posting in there considering what exactly we're gonna talk about, and I know exactly what you know what I mean, because we need a dictionary to actually like find out what everything meant.
Yeah, I hope you have those on standby because we're gonna need them pretty soon.
Yeah, on YouTube he was doing hentai reviews on. I mean, there's some. Listen, I'm gonna continue doing hentai reviews. Just haven't done them in a while. Also, focus the camera on yourself for a bit. I realized I closed ChatGPT yesterday, so I no longer have those definitions.
Oh,
Oops.
Well, were you logged in?
Was I logged in? Of course I was logged in, Basalt. I was not logged in.
Well, it might cache it still.
It did not.
Oh, time to look up all those words again. Why didn't you write them down?
I thought I was logged in.
Uh-huh. Oh, time for Will to fucking...
So we're the hentai talk in a bit. Actually, we're about to hit the time for it
pretty soon.
Yeah, in like a few minutes. That being said, there's no cooming here, despite the topic at hand.
I mean, you could coom if you'd like to, but we aren't on stream or together, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was those times. Do you mind if I call you out, actually?
Yeah, why not?
So, this motherfucker, actually, has openly stated several times while in server calls, he will deafen and mute, and then jerk off while doing so.
Sometimes I don't even deafen. Sometimes I don't even mute. I always harbor mute my headphones.
Okay.
I haven't done it frequently. I always hardware mute my microphone, so there's that at the very least.
Okay.
Most of the time I mute myself on Discord too. But sometimes I just get bored, and I'm like, fuck these guys. Go jerk off. Come back in 15 minutes. Then I'll be less bored.
That brings an interesting question. Do you jerk off because you're horny or because you're bored?
Definitely both. It's a bit of both. Sometimes it's because sometimes I get a little like ravenous, for lack of better words. But oftentimes it's just like, man, I'm struggling to sleep. Well, this will make me tired. and sometimes it's utilitarian, not necessarily because I'm bored even. Sometimes it's just because I just need it to go away. Sometimes I'm like, I'm overwhelmed. This just sucks. I'm just gonna get rid of this, and then I'm fine for a couple hours. So I have a very high baseline level of horny that I just don't really lead on to very much. But I'm kind of cursed where I can't really be satiated very easily. To the point of multiple times a day is not enough sometimes.
I kinda understand where you're coming from, because I have an issue where it's like, yeah, I'll just start being horny all of a sudden and be like, okay, well, this is a pain in the ass. Because, I don't want to be, because I just feel like I interrupted my work now. I just want to, work or something. However, that being said, I guess I'm just the kind of person where it's like, I'm done with it, and I'm like clear-headed for a while, so I don't have to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
But it will happen like multiple times a day. I guess more before than nowadays, but still, I still understand where you're coming from when you say that. Also, maxing stress, question mark. Yeah, stress. It definitely does help with stress, depending on, you know, the mood, I guess.
So I find that I get into different periods. I like to say that I go into heat sometimes. This is a term that a friend of ours recently informed me was a really good way to put it, and I agree with the way that they described it. Do you know what heat is, Will?
Yeah, I know what heat is.
To the non-furries in our audience, heat is a biological thing that happens with animals, all animals, including humans to an extent, but not. That's a different topic. Where they go into periods of heat or rut, which it basically means it's mating season, and they get really horny for a little while, and then they're fine. And I feel like that happens to me every once in a while, where I'll have like a week or two where I'm just like fucking like 2-3 times a day, and then I'll have like a month or two where it's like 0 to 1 times a day, sometimes like 4 times a week. So I really have highs and lows when it comes to my frequency, but I have a pretty elevated baseline level all year round.
Okay, I understand that. That being said, I definitely understand what you mean. I think I experienced that to some extent, just not to a strong one. Because most of the time, if I'm just horny, I'm just like I'm just gonna listen to music or just do something so this passes. And hopefully I don't have to jerk off. Because I swear to God, and this might be going into too much detail, just a little bit, but this is what the show is all about. So, back then, I used to like jerk off so much I would get some like a certain degree of burn on my dick.
Oh, God.
So I'd be like, I can't jerk off for the next few days because it kind of hurts at this point.
I know just what you mean, though.
So, yeah, yeah, no, it definitely was a problem before, and now it's like, I mean, I'll jerk off like every day or so, maybe twice if I'm really like in it, or if I'm working on like Hentai related content, because that does it does like tend
Yeah.
to it, because it's hard to not get in the mood eventually when you're looking at hentai all day, because I'm just like editing for a while and be like, damn, that's a really good scene. Shit.
Well, here we go.
That's called a Mexican burn, kind of like an Indian burn, but thousand. You know what?
I like that a lot.
Oh, but I mean, it's not incorrect. Actually, that sounds about right. Fuck.
Is a Mexican burn just an Indian burn on your penis?
Yeah.
Is this what we're? Is this racist? I don't think they call it Indian burn anymore. I'm pretty sure that's racist now.
Is it?
I think so.
I mean, fuck it. I mean, listen. Things become racist. Birds become gay. Water is wet. Things happen.
It is Pride Month after all.
It is Pride Month after all. And talking about Pride Month, I think it's time we start talking about the furry comic that you brought today.
The furry comic today. Okay, that's fair. We can start with that one. I suppose we can alternate. Oh yeah, we said we were gonna alternate. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me bring up the link. And
let me bring up the link and put it on our Twitter. Is that the right code?
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
For people who don't know how to use this, it is on the screen for the code if you know how to use E621, or if you do not, it's currently posting the code for the comic on Twitter, which is pinned in chat. So you can get the code from there if you want to follow along. We will also have this nifty page counter for if we're talking about any pages in specific. We mostly go over everything in general, but we do sometimes go into specific pages, so just to follow along. We'll try to keep that as updated as possible.
I also improved it a little, so it's easier for Will to fuck around with it.
Yeah, you did add another feature to it, which is a page counter on 5x5. Very nifty. Oh.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how Twitter works.
That being said,
Do I have to like tag this as not safe for work or something?
What?
Do I have to like tag this as not safe for work or something?
I mean, you can.
I don't.
I usually don't do it,
I'm just
but
not going to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, listen, we're getting shadow banned no matter what on that account. It doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
How is it -5?
There we go. Okay. So the link is now posted. Oh, hello. Oh, fuck. The link is now posted on Twitter. So if you don't feel like doing the funny pools thing, you can in chat pinned at the very top, about over there-ish, is the link to our Twitter, and on the Twitter contains the link to the GIF comment that we're reviewing now, and when it's time to review the hentai, it'll be posted there too.
Yeah. So for anything,
there's
just
the
go
link.
to the Twitter.
Because Twitch doesn't allow us to post the link directly, but it and I quote, incidentally, if explicit material is on social media, it's fine. So yeah, so there you go.
So
There's a
essentially,
link. I need to
we're
pull it
jumping
up for
through hoops,
myself,
but it's legal hoops, so
perfectly legal.
Yep. God bless Twitch. That being said, really quickly, I think I told you the other day, but the VRChat meta is getting destroyed as we speak right now.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How? Why?
The VRChat Twitch meta was to essentially have, mostly mutes, but people in skimpy clothing, just talking, bouncing ads, and all that shit. However, because of a recent ban that happened, Twitch updated their terms, so VRChat is now complicit with a lot of the regular terms, which is you can only wear appropriate clothing for the occasion. So if you're like in a swimming pool or whatever, yeah, you can use a bikini. But otherwise, now.
How does that apply to me?
I mean, you're good. I don't see they care about naked furry.
I mean, I can put clothes on, but
if they update it for furries, I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know when they update it for furries.
I use Google to find comic of red furry.
Oh, my hoodie looks terrible with this bug.
Alright, well.
Use what?
Apparently Google.
Yeah, if you you should probably have the name of the I think you need to make an OBS layer that just says find the page pinned in chat or something, or find it on our Twitter, maybe. Just something would probably be good, just so people who tuning in can quickly join and follow and understand.
Here, I'll pass it over to you real quick. The camera.
Oh shit! Oh. What's up, players?
What, you don't know what to say about OBS? What are you, weird?
Honestly, I can't believe chat does it. They don't know. They don't know. They don't fucking know.
They really don't know. Alright.
Honestly, chat's embarrassing how much you don't know.
Okay. There you go. Okay, we should make out on that couch roll. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, Tyler. Tyler, I'm gonna be honest with you. We should make out on this desk instead of the couch, because I don't want to touch that couch after what I've heard happened. So, yeah, I'm maybe not on the couch. I don't know, Basalt. What happened on the couch?
Look, let's just say that this world was christened and you weren't involved in it.
That's fucked up. That's actually fucked up.
Would you prefer to be involved?
No.
Okay, well, then I wouldn't complain so much then. Oh, we were talking about porn.
Yeah.
Twitter. There's a link somewhere around there-ish that has the thing with the where's my fucking there-ish. It's got a link. It's Twitter, and the Twitter contains the link.
Yep.
And you can look at the porn we're booking at.
Fuck this, I'm out. Bye, Will. No, Tyler, don't leave us. What the fuck? You know what, Tyler?
Bro.
I'm breaking your knees when I see you tonight.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's for the best. Somebody's got to break his knees.
Honestly, I look at Tyler, I'm like, how did no one break your knees yet?
Honestly, it's a miracle that motherfucker still has knees.
Honestly, like fucking hell. If I don't break his knees, someone else is gonna break his knees, and I prefer it's me. You know, you always want a friend to break your knees.
Exactly. I would definitely prefer. You know what? Well, I'd prefer if you broke my knees rather than someone else that I didn't know.
Thank you. You know what? I think we should both break his knees.
I'd clown on you for the rest of my life, but but I'd feel better.
All right, shall we? How are we gonna break them with our hands? Obviously. You know, maybe like an elbow in there, but. Yeah.
So what I didn't, so I never noticed this about this comic, but apparently
they break her knees.
But apparently they break this motherfucker's knees. I don't know how I didn't watch. I don't know how I didn't see that the first like 6 times I looked at this comic. But I guess I just like tuned out the knee breaking segment. Ooh, you know, that reminds me of a comic that I should bring for comics I hate.
Where they break their knees?
Similar vein.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh.
That's for a couple episodes away when I don't have anything else better to bring.
That's fair.
So I don't know if you noticed this about this comic. But I didn't notice this until I was making my notes about an hour before stream. That one of the main characters is from the anime Interspecies Reviewers.
What?
Yeah, look down at the tags. Elza, Interspecies Reviewers. If you hit, so here's what I need to think about E621 is if you click the question mark next to any tag, it gives you a description of what the tag is.
Oh my god, you're right. I remember her now. What?
So technically this is a bit of a mashup, really. This covers both Yif and Hentai in that regard.
Holy shit.
Or anime at least.
Right. Okay, well, fuck. I guess we're
we got a cameo for this one.
Yeah. Did I expect that?
Because you already reviewed Interspecies Reviewers.
Yeah.
With an interspecies reviewer, Ramsey, who is maybe he's in VR, so he's probably not in chat. But yeah. That happened. You can find it on William 12B YouTube. It exists.
It does exist.
But yeah. I didn't watch that video for like a year and a half until after it came out.
Bro, what the fuck?
Bro, I don't know why. But when I watched it, I was like, man, I should have watched this earlier. This is funny. Wait a minute.
Anyway, do you want to give the quick overview of this comic?
Yeah. So this one, it's a little unclear necessarily about what exactly is happening. It seems like this is according to the tag,
it's a brothel,
a prostitution event, a brothel. Okay. It's just a regular at a brothel coming in for you know a nice time. But despite the fact that it's at a brothel, there's a lot of sweet things going on, and it's very touchy, and there's a lot of it's just kind of on the sweeter side of things, really. which is a little surprising for the environment.
I mean, listen, you can't say there never was love in prostitution, okay?
Exactly. All is fair in love and prostitution.
Listen, as long as money's involved, love can also be involved.
You hear that, folks? You can pay Will to love you.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you know.
Yeah, I think you definitely love somebody if they gave you $1 million.
Oh yeah, 100%. If someone gave me $1 million, like, well, what else am I supposed to do, really?
To all those scammers out there, Will would be really susceptible to the whole like sugar mama thing. He's your guy.
Honestly, if you want to pay me to do nothing, I'm your guy.
he's the one.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, this comic pretty good. It explores femboys and Futas. This is one of 2 Futa comics that I enjoy. So you know, I brought a little treat for you, Will. You get some tits in your porn here.
Right.
Because I know you're a straight white male who
That is me.
Who likes tits.
That is true.
So I did you a favor and interspersed some tits with your content here.
Thank you for slowly indoctrinating me. Easing me into the indoctrination.
Exactly. Easing you in just like a lover would to somebody who does sex.
Sure.
I'll be the first to say it, Will. I'm a little out of it.
You're a little bit out of it. Fuck. Man, I am living on energy.
Did you sleep from when I last saw you this morning?
I tried to.
I'm gonna take that as a okay.
I really did try to. I was like, you know what? I'm not that sleepy. I'm gonna hop in VR. Let the heat of the fucking headset like make my eyes close easier, which it did. And I slept maybe like 2-3 hours.
And then you woke up the scribbles all around you, and you just couldn't sleep any longer.
No. But listen, when you wake up at 1 p.m. and just like, I can't sleep anymore. What do you want from me?
Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
That being said, I have a few notes about this one. First off, I would like to say, apparently, furry and doujin don't share quite a few topics. Apparently, the combination of Buddha and femboy, or like very submissive male in general, very common. Extremely so.
I'm alright with seeing that stuff.
Yeah, although here's the thing, usually it's the femboy penetrating the Futa more often than not. Not that I haven't seen the opposite, just usually it's that way more often than not.
That is surprising. I'll be honest, most times that I see Futa in content, they're like penetrating like 90% of the time. Like, if you're gonna make a character that wouldn't otherwise have a penis, typically you make them use it.
I mean, listen, it's a cute accessory. Listen, I'm just saying, I'll treat it like myself, okay? I would love a Futa, but I don't want that cock going into me. Is that too much to ask for?
I guess that's fine.
See, I'm just saying.
It's kind of on the gay side of things, but
listen, Futas are straight.
I didn't want to say it then. But last week, Morbid was trying to convince us that he's not a furry. And he made a really good point to you, and that is he tuned into the same degree of copium that you used to say that you're not gay because you like Futas. I was like, of course Will agrees because he's using the exact same coping method.
I'm not coping. It's generally true. Futas are straight.
Look, I just say one of us is the expert on being gay, and it's
And the
not
other one is the
saying
expert
Futas are
on being straight.
Uh
What do you mean by
huh. So you said you had some notes about this comic. Is there any particular anything in particular that yeah you can't mention here? So I really like the size difference here, like both physically and in the genitals as well is nice. I feel like personally the size difference as far as the genitals are concerned is a little extreme for my taste. It's not bad. It's like right on the borderline of what I'm like willing to look at and enjoy for me personally. But that's just because I like kind of regular, average, above average, and this is bordering, as far as the food is concerned, on high above average into leaning towards hyper, in my opinion.
I'm gonna be honest. When I saw it, I was like, it's not like super big. I don't think it would be like hyper, but that maybe I'm just used to like most cocks I see being huge. And when I say most cocks I see, do not see that in the wrong context. Oh, I'm out here staring at cocks. But I'm just saying, on my timeline, I'm going to use, like, page 4 for reference.
Okay.
On my timeline, on one of my accounts, sometimes I see virtual cocks, right? And it's just like, at this point, this is normal size for me. It's just like, yeah, that's about right.
Okay, but if you look at, sorry, go on.
No, I'm just saying it's not that big. I generally seen when I think hyper, I think like fucking like the size of my arm levels of fucking big.
That's fair. I'd say there's different tiers to it. There's like low tier hyper and high tier hyper, and I think like, okay, so first off, before we switch off this page, just gotta say top left panel on page 4. Oh my god, the horns. Oh, just fucking grip them. Just fucking grip the horns. I fucking love that detail. I won horns. I'll just leave it at that. The fucking handlebars. It's so fucking, I fucking love that shit. But page 10, I think, really shows off the intense size difference that's actually at play here. I don't know if it's just this panel or page, but it's just, I think you die. I think you just die, actually.
Fight says, I muted stream for 2 seconds. What the fuck?
Oh, wait, my bad. Page... Oh, I marked it wrong. Page 9.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, I mean... Also, by the catch you up, we're currently reviewing the comic on screen right there. We're talking about the size difference of cocks right now. Technically cock, actually.
Oh, you know what? Your stream ended, so Twitter actually had to repost it.
Oh.
Because the stream ended, technically, when it crashed, so it unpinned it. Let me just take care of that real quick.
Okay. That being said, yeah, probably. If you take a dick, like, literally the size of your torso, you probably would die.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there's definitely been people that have been trained to handle very like Bad Dragon would be out of business if people didn't train to handle things like that.
That's true.
So I'm gonna assume, for the sake of this comic, that this fucking femboy twink is just real good at taking dick.
I mean, considering they didn't scream out in pain, yeah, probably.
They are. I mean, they kind of are, though. Like,
yeah,
they're
but
being
not like
very loud about this, which is pretty cool.
No. Hold on. No. You see, they like being pretty loud about this, but in the penetration from page 9 to 10, it's not like screaming out, being like, "Oh my god, it hurts! It's literally killing me."
I'm dying.
Yeah, no, it's not to that level.
Yeah, that's fair.
Listen, I'm just saying.
But yeah.
Shove a cock the size of your arm, like even more of the girth of your arm in, like just in there. And I feel like it's just gonna be a bit more than, that's pretty good.
I guess fisting is a thing, that's true.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
So I
don't think it would kill them. But it's a bit unrealistic on
Maybe
the
not.
fact that it's just like, damn, that is good dick. Other than, ow.
Yeah. Other than, ow, I need a hospital. I am not walking out of this room.
You are very literally rearranging my guts right now.
My guts are not in the same place they used to be. Where are my... Huh? What? Where is this tab? Hold on, I'm fucking around over your toolkit. I'm confused.
Okay. You know what? I'll go through one of my notes.
Yeah.
Something I did like about this comic is the amount of teasing that goes on.
Yeah.
Teasing in general is just a very fun, for lack of a better term, let's go with art form. And it can be done good in some like comics. A lot of them do go with this depending on the type. For example, a lot of Futas. When it comes to Futas, I see some teasing, but it's just usually when it's more of a dominant side, either on either side, really, that you see teasing more often. Sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't indulgence. But when you do see it, it kind of goes along the line of this, actually. So it does have like a good comparison. I do think like teasing in general is just like very good thing to do in, in this kind of scenario where you're trying to be intimate with someone.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. I think that teasing really sets a lot when it comes to the power dynamic at play here. And it's very clear who's in charge in this comic.
That's right, the viewer.
Well,
because the viewer has all the power.
That's right. You can hit the X button at anything. Not on the stream, though.
No, deny to the stream, please.
And please, we need all the viewers we can get. When Will exploded, we literally lost half our viewers.
Fuck.
Anyways, though, this comic, I for one love page 6, which has a bit of teasing. It's just a fucking page 5 and the 6. It's just it's very cute, and there's a lot of teasing, and it's just like aggressive, and it's like it's just good. They're comparing sizes. They're physically larger in both aspects, and they're like it's good. I really like the Futa keeps calling the femboy a girl,
Right.
and princess, and they're like adamantly denying it, and that's hot. I like that. That's cool. That isn't something that I necessarily want done to me, but something that I would like to do unto others, and that's cool.
You know what, Basalt? You are my little princess.
You are my little pug, Jeff.
Oh, fuck. Oh, please kill me.
Okay.
Huh?
Huh? Sorry. Yeah. So that's my comment on that matter. It's very cool. I love 5 of the 6.
Oh yeah, no, completely. And also, another thing that I have is the dynamic between the two. Actually, now that you mention it, I think it's a very cute dynamic. It's very teasy, kind of having fun with it kind of deal, right? It's not very deep, but then again, it's literally between a prostitute and the client, so.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be that deep.
Yeah.
But at the same time, even despite that, though, it seems like there's like a degree of care here. Like, it seems like these people kind of care for each other, despite the fact that this is maybe a paid for sort of situation.
I mean, you can always care for someone.
Like, literally,
while also getting paid by them, I guess.
Yeah. Like, literally at the last panel, like the very last page is something like, yeah, I'm yours all day tomorrow. Is it going to be a sexual thing? Is it going to be not a sexual thing? I mean, this person has visited this prostitute 3 times in the past week, so, you know.
I think it could be both.
I think it could be both, yeah. I think that there could be a little hint of, if not a romantic hint, like just a very passionate hint. Like, there's a lot of passion in this, despite the fact that it's a prostitution. It's very passionate, and it's very. I don't want to say gentle, because this is kind of aggressive, but it's very meaningful. It's very careful.
I would agree.
There's a lot of intention behind the actions that are being done. It's not just happening, you know.
Actually, Mac brings up a great point. He says, I would say not just 18 plus, but also having fun and good emotions is important. Which, yeah, that's true. I think it's just when you vibe with someone. For lack of a better word, when you vibe with someone while having sex, you can show a certain amount of care without having to be romantically involved with them.
Exactly, and that is cool, you know. Yeah. It's not something that you find with most people, and that's something that I'll touch on when we review your comic.
Okay. He also said, again, my autism activated. Page 1, there are 2 deer.
Hold on. Wait, 2 deer.
Wait, page 1.
Oh, because the panels are not divided. Also, technically, that's a fox.
Oh my god, you're right. What the fuck?
I didn't notice that either. Max seems noticing things that we don't notice. Why isn't Mac reviewing this stuff like live with us? We need like a man in the van. We need Mac to be out here to call us out on the shit that we missed.
I mean, hold up. Well, we do have the 3-page, the 3-man clash now.
That's true.
Oh,
that's true.
Also the show off. Yeah, we have the 3-man and also the 4-man. Look at that.
Yeah, it exists, and I could walk between them. It's thing.
Oh shit!
Fuck you fucked it all up.
Everyone
but
seems
I
from
do really like this first page.
Okay, fair. The first page.
Just the first page. It's just really I like how touchy it is, like right off the bat.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like they're not even have their clothes off yet, and there's a lot of like roping involved, which is really cool.
I mean, again, it's prostitution. You kind of want to get your money's worth at that point.
That's true. You don't want to just sit there and be like,
"So how's your thing going?"
Get anything cool at the grocery store?
Did you see the game last night?
You see the game? Man, Mr. Rogers over there catching that 53-pointer and, you know, out in left field back touchdown field goal. I mean, that was something, you know.
You go to the Russell. So, how's virality going?
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, but yeah, it makes sense. Everything makes sense in context, but I understand why they would just immediately jump into it while still talking, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Make your hour worth it.
I like it a lot. What I really like about this comic is specifically so the dominate. The Futa is clearly dominant, the Fox is clearly submissive, and you can see that in their body language. The Futa is standing tall and very direct with their actions, and the Fox, the femboy, is like kind of like almost kind of, for lack of better words, their body is a little like limp.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say the same thing when I was looking at it. For some reason, they're on page 2. They immediately drop to the floor and just exactly like stay laying at every moment. It's actually kind of funny how fucking quickly they drop and slump. for like the rest of the comic.
This character likes to be manhandled. Is what I'm gathering from this.
Right.
I mean, with like the horns being grabbed, for instance, and just generally tossed around, really more than anything. Like literally, page 5, literally tossed around. Like this character clearly wants the Futa to be in complete control.
Right. You know, that's fair.
Getting his money worth.
Yeah. Listen, if you want to get manhandled, go ahead and get manhandled. You know what? No one's judging you, especially
Honestly.
when you're paying.
And sometimes you wouldn't just manhandle somebody, and that's where I'm at. You know, like that's cool. That, you know, not every comic needs to have somebody that is, you know, equally in charge. But this character's really like just throughout the whole comic getting manhandled, and that's really
good on them.
I think. Good on them. But like also the Futa is like teasing them. They're like practically saying, "Oh, you like being manhandled," and they're like, "No." And it's like,
no, not mind me. I'm gonna slump here until you pick me up.
No. And I think that's really cool.
Let's see, what other note do I have here? Oh, well, I was gonna say it's two things that are kind of related to each other, right? One is that the art for this one is a lot better than the previous one, right? I actually like the art in this one. It's
Really?
a lot
fair.
cleaner. And a
This
lot more
one is
detailed.
definitely exactly. This one, so the last one definitely had a style to it, where it was like kind of a bubbly style, but this one is definitely like the last one was kind of there to set the scene to an extent. Like there's a lot of like background work. This one is characters are fucking going at it, so we're gonna make a lot of detail into the characters, you know, and
Right.
like a lot of detail to proportions and body positions and the way muscles line up.
Oh yeah, no, the amount of positions on this one are a lot better than before. Like they use a lot of like, you know, the thing where they like kind of don't show the entire body but show like certain body parts, like in page what was it? I think it was I had it right here.
Just the
Page
last one we were
8.
talking about.
No, 8.
Right.
In page 8, you can see her grabbing both hands with just like the one, but you only see like the top part of that hand to accentuate that.
Yeah.
Which I think works actually really well. You don't really see that often in doujins. Usually you see like the whole arm, but not like a cut off part.
Mm-hmm. So this is something that I look for in my comics most of the time. Is like so I'll get to that point in a second. One, yeah, I get what you mean. I think that's really cool. So this typically referred to as something like along the lines of like ghost hands. You might even be able to see that in the tag. No, but it's a thing. It's a way of showing it's a way of showing things that are happening, often from a POV perspective, without actually blocking the content that is limited with the medium of being a two-dimensional perspective.
Right.
Because obviously, from a point of view of if you were actually in the eyes of the Futa character, Elzra, you would not see your hand. But obviously, this is a 2D image, so they have to kind of make it so it's not obscuring.
No, I understand. Although I will say the perspective sometimes is a little bit weird.
Yeah, that's fair. But I like that. I kind of like weird, interesting perspectives.
No, that's fair. I just think, at the same time that I like the bottom left image of page 8, I think the perspective on like the proportions of the body currently is a bit like odd.
Yeah, I think it's an FOV thing.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, other than that, it does like show like a lot of the art better, especially when it comes to like showing like the body off.
Oh yeah, for sure. This one is really really like visible bodies, which is really cool. This comic also does something that I really like. Oh god, my fucking body's all fucked up. This comic does something that I really like in porn in general, and this is like a running trend with what I look for generally. Is it shows the transition between these positions. It's not just these characters are fucking this position, these characters are fucking in this position, these characters are fucking this position. It shows these characters are fucking in this position, and here's how they get to the next position, and then they make that sexy. They make the position transference sexy. Like just page 11. Page 11, for example. This is literally one of my favorite pages in this whole comic, and it's literally just them switching positions. Because it shows off the body really well. It kind of shows the gap and the exasperation, and how it leads to more teasing. And it's just it's just so good to see. I really enjoy seeing this swapping between positions. It really retains my immersion.
But enough that you mentioned that. I don't know if it's happened to you because this is not even going to like doings anymore. It's just like actual porn. Have you ever had the time where it's like, I wonder if there's like a transition like from one position to another, so you can't just like hopping through the video to see if you can find that exact part. Like, how did it go from this position to this one? Let me see in between, see if there's anything there. And most of the time you don't find it.
Because if you're watching a video of porn, you'll be like, this part's kind of boring, I'm gonna skip ahead, and then they're like something wildly different, and you are interested. You're like, how did they go from like sucking dick to flicking backwards on the staircase upside down? Like, what happened there? Like, I missed something. And then you go through, and often the explanation is just goes straight from dick sucking, hard kite, flicking upside down on the staircase, and it's like, okay, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, it definitely is a bit of a jump sometimes, but that's why I like this one that doesn't do that.
Yeah. We should probably start wrapping this one up pretty soon.
I actually have one final note, real quick. And it's on page, where is it? Where is that motherfucker? This is the one thing I don't like about this, like hardcore I don't like. Page 16.
Okay.
The cum covered cock. Holy fuck, I hate it. I don't like how that looks.
Hold on, I'm still looking over there. That's fair. Yeah, I do agree. I don't like that style, but you'll honestly find those from time to time. I do agree that kind of feels a bit lazy to me. I've much like how you say, you don't even acknowledge censorship anymore. It just like kind of like glazes past your vision. That's how I feel about that style of cum shots. It's just there's cum, it registers. But I don't look too deep into that at this point because it's just I agree. I don't like that kind of style, but I can overlook it, honestly.
All right, fair enough.
How do you feel about page 10? Because you were commenting last time that you were jealous of furries and how much biting there was. Page 10, and really throughout the duration of this comic, there's a lot of biting, but especially page 10.
I like the biting in this one,
and into 11 even. Like again, I got a lot of surface area, a lot of real estate, so.
No, it makes sense.
I like it.
I would agree.
Let's see. Page 14. So you're aware of what a knot is, right? And how knotting somebody is kind of like the finisher.
Right.
I'm just saying, I would not, on page 14, top left panel, I would not put my fingers in somebody's mouth before I insert something potentially painfully while they're likely to, for instance, bite down really hard. I just wouldn't put my fingers in there,
Listen, a bit of a house hazard never hurt anyone.
That's true.
Actually, it hurt a lot of people, but we don't mention that.
Yeah. So also there's post-sex cuddling. Honestly, I love it when comics show the post-sex cuddling.
Oh yeah.
It's just really it's like the cherry on top.
No, I agree, and you also see that a lot in hentai.
It's like the last bite of a sandwich, you know?
Yeah. Actually, a lot of doujins do the same thing, where it's like they complete the doujin and then they have like 1 to 2 pages of like being like, oh, and now this happened because of the sex. Or they even have an epilogue sometimes.
I like that a lot. I like the epilogues a lot.
Yeah, I actually believe the comic I gave you this time does have one. Yeah. It even has an explanation for the middle story, which I actually really like.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you think of this comic overall? Personally, actually, you go first. What do you think about this comic? What do you think about it?
I think it's good. I think it's not a very like deep comic, but it does what it needs to do, right? But it does in between the sex scenes, like all the flirting, all the talking, the care that they show. It's very nice. It has a certain degree of wholesomeness. If I saw this like in doujin form, I'd be like, okay, that's pretty good. It wouldn't be anything I would like be like, oh, I will remember this for the rest of time, but I'd be like, you know what, I might come back to this like a time or two.
Right.
I think I would really like nice, maybe 7.58 around there.
Okay.
Just off the top of my head.
That's fair. I'm inclined to be in a similar boat, but at the same time, I've revisited this comic a good couple times because it's just something about the art style, something about the way that the bodies are is just so attractive. And a lot of foreplay, a lot of teasing, a lot of biting. It's just kind of on the sensual side of aggression, which is just really, really nice to see.
Yeah, I think that can happen. Just you don't see that often. Just sensual aggression, but with care.
Exactly. Like a lot of times you see like aggression where it's just like I don't give a shit about this person.
Yeah.
But this is like I want this person to have a good time, not I'm trying to please myself necessarily. I mean, is it because she's a prostitute? Maybe.
Probably.
But you know that's for the epilogue. I'd rate this comic like a 9 out of 10. I really like the power dynamics, the art style. Love the art style, so good. Body proportions really good. It's just I like it a lot.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot I could say to improve this, honestly. Honestly, I might even give it a 10 out of 10.
Really?
I can't think of anything necessarily that I would change about it. I would make it longer. I want more.
I'm surprised you wouldn't change the tits.
Oh, that's true. That's right. 9 out of 10. That's right. You're so true. 9 out of 10. It wouldn't be a Futa.
Oh fuck. All right.
Yeah, you know I forgot about that. You see, this comic is so good. It made me overlook the tits for a while, and that's why I've come back to this comic so many times, and that's why I brought it to this show. Is because I don't know. It's just really good.
You know what? Another reason why I'm not giving it a higher score. They didn't make enough use of the tits.
You know, that's honestly, I think for you, that's fair.
In fact, if they had changed anything from it being a Futa to a man, there would be no change, and that's a misuse of a Futa. Change.
I think that's fair. I disagree from my perspective, but from your perspective, I totally agree.
Yeah. The fact that they don't use the Futa is good for you, but bad for me. And I think that's...
Exactly. I completely agree with that statement.
Yeah. I like reference a future day. Wait, what?
That's true. They're talking about their plans, like at the last panel.
Oh, right. Tomorrow. I mean, that's nice. I mean, that's what I'm meaning. Like epilogues where you just like show that they're gonna continue talking or do whatever. I like that. And again, we will see that a lot with doujins too, eventually. Which actually, funny enough, a lot of the ones that do that end up getting sequels that like build on top of that.
Oh yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, if a comic is good enough, it will get a good sequel. Like, especially with the full fucking epilogue thing, because a lot of times porn artists are like porn secondary to where they just want to tell a story primarily, and their story happens to be very sexy, but sometimes they just like making characters and having it be shown off.
You know what? I agree. Funny enough, there is one. I'm gonna go into like very quick side story. There's this one doujin I read that's like I started on chapter 7 on accident, but like almost a majority of it was just an action fucking like it's just an action manga. Like the majority, it's just fighting, gunshots, fucking murder mystery in the middle of it. It only like the last few pages was actually like I'm like, okay, I don't know if I should masturbate to this.
I have definitely seen comics like just like that, where it's just like, is this porn? Or is this just a story that also has porn?
Yeah, I think it's hard to make the distinction sometimes.
I happen to know that the comic that Ramsey wants to bring to the table is mostly a story with porn.
Okay, that's good. That'll be interesting to see.
However, it's 9 chapters, so he's only going to bring us chapter 3.
Okay, fair enough. That being said, shall we switch to the hentai now?
Yeah, I just posted the link on Twitter, so to those watching, if you click on the link pinned in chat, you can go to our Twitter, and there is the link to the next hentai that we will be reviewing.
Okay.
I was doing that while we were wrapping up, so I got that on standby.
Nice.
What does this mean? I don't understand the naming convention to hentai.
What do you mean?
Do you ever like take a hentai name and then translate it into English? Because what the fuck does this mean?
Why? What did it translate into?
I don't know.
No, I mean no. The title is in the fucking first page. Is it a passionate love study played with feeling?
But is that the title, or is that just the first? Is that just? I thought it was just like inner monologue.
No. Oh wait, no, hold up. It's also called Dun Dun Fella Harmony. No, that's the same one. It's just slightly different. Probably, made more comprehensible.
I translated it from Japanese to English, and it's less comprehensible. This is not English. Don Don Fella Harmony Gakudon translates to Don Don Fi Ha R Moni Orchestra. I don't. But let's Twitch chat. You're in for a show, because this is not the first thing that we have to Google and doesn't really actually exist as far as we can tell.
Okay, so to give it a quick overview, this doujin is about a guy in like a band and orchestra that's in college, and he sees this girl. She's beautiful. He's like, oh my god, I love her. And after the like orchestra event, they go to a mixer, and she's gonna be at that mixer. So he goes to that mixer, even though he usually doesn't go to them. And then his guy friend is like, oh, that girl, yeah, no, I heard she's like a huge slut and like fucks multiple guys or whatever. And he's like, no way, not her. Everyone here wants to sex and no one cares about the music. So he runs back over to the orchestra, plays it, starts playing the drums, but lo and behold, she's there too, and she's playing the piano, and then they have this like duo thing.
Senpai.
And after that, she's like, wow, playing music with you makes me so horny. Let's fuck. And then they proceed to fuck. And then at the end, it turns out she's not a slut after all. In fact, everything was planned between his guy friend and her. I think he kind of went overboard with it. So, yeah. but it has a happy ending in the end. That's just a general overview for this Dojin. However,
that's way better than my summary of mine. My summary was the fuck.
The fuck.
That's about it.
Well, what can I say? I'm used to making the summaries for this shit.
That's true. To be fair, yours also has significantly more story than mine does, really.
True. However, there's one specific quirk, and the reason why I picked this over everything else is because there's a lot of music-related puns and references in this. Just to start out, one of my favorite ones, which is on page... Oh my god, there's so many. It goes... No. I think my favorite one so far is... Oh, where is it? Oh, here it is. It's page 13. Page 13, to quote, "I want you to perform this symphonious cacophony, which is fucking wild to write out."
My favorite is page 5, where she says it's a wit-filled. Well, no, I guess he says it's a wit-filled play using even her onobesque diarrhea. And diarrhea, if you Google that, it basically says it's a euphemism for buttocks. And for onobesque, if you Google that, this page of this hentai shows up and nothing else. It doesn't exist. It's not a real word. It doesn't actually exist. They made it up for this comic. I'm almost certain of it. Nothing else shows up. This page of this hentai, and it's the top result and nothing else. I'm pretty sure they just made that word up. or wait, can you what's the date of this comic? When did this comic come out? Are you able to find that information?
I mean, it was uploaded to the website 2 years ago, yeah. At least the English version.
So before ChatGPT, so it wasn't just like they just made ChatGPT do the thing, just make the thing happen, and then it just spat out some nonsense. They presumably did this on their own, and maybe we're just stupid, maybe we're retarded, and we don't know what this word means, and we can't Google it because we don't know how to make it work. But if you do Google it, this page is all that comes up. So as far as we can tell, or at least as far as I can tell, this is a made-up word. Completely. It looks French adjacent.
Kinda. Actually, I was gonna ask you, how do you feel about making... You know how, like, dirty talk and everything goes, for the most part, right? How do you feel about making it very specific to the situation, where you're at the point where you're making puns? Because I'll quote from page 4, actually, and I'll read this word for word. "Rapidly fiddling her tongue all over their instruments, lubing up their tubas."
Exactly. So first of all, I might not know much about music, so maybe this is just me not being that familiar, but I don't think you need to lube tubas. I mean, I don't know, maybe. Clearly this artist knows more about music than I do. I mean, they're making up words for it, for God's sake. So maybe you lube tubas. But to answer your question, hentai dialogue is a lot different than furry dialogue. Furry dialogue, they're often speaking to one another. And not to say that they aren't in hentai, but hentai is definitely speaking to the audience primarily and the reader. While hentai in world, they're speaking to each other most of the time, except for like fourth wall breaks, or at least that's a common trend that I see a lot of the time. I feel like the way hentai's dialogue is written is generally not necessarily speaking from one character to another, but speaking from one character adjacent to another character, primarily to the audience. So, with that in mind, I think that for hentai it works. I really do think that it kind of works, because it's kind of got like that theme already set in that regard.
Right.
For Yif, doesn't really work out too well, except for occasional wall breaks. But for real sex, holy shit, I make puns and jokes all the fucking time. I swear to God, it's a problem.
Well,
Like I've had to pause. I've had to pause sex because of just everybody is laughing and they cannot focus or concentrate. And people that you know can attest to this.
I don't want to ask.
Well, you don't have to, but you can take my word for it.
Okay.
I am funny, so that doesn't stop what I'm fucking.
I am funny during sex, and I will be treated for doing so and acknowledged.
I'm funny in general. It doesn't mean that I stop being funny when I'm getting my dick sucked.
Okay, I mean, fair enough.
So, I hope that answers your question.
This is perfect for you because, you know, I love the references. By the way, obscure references too. There's another reference that I wanted to get to. I'm like, there's no fucking way. Where is it? I think it's after. I think she gets called a lewd Carmen. If I can find a page for it. Oh, here it is. It's page,
I want to say it's on page
18.
21.
18.
18, okay.
On page 8, she calls her a lewd Carmen. And what's ChatGPT to find out what that means? Apparently, it's a reference to Carmen, which is a very old orchestra. I think it's actually a play or an orchestra. I forgot which one. But it's from back in the fucking 70s. And the fact that the lewd part of lewd Carmen is a reference to how she was a very sexual person in that art. So it's why the fuck are you making references to 70s, 80s music and orchestra? But it seems like you're a genius for doing so. Yeah, no, 100%. This is someone who has a music degree that also started drawing fucking hentai for some reason.
Exactly. This is before ChatGPT. This is before you could say give me 50 niche music references. I have to go out of my way to do this.
Which props to them. Props to them for going this fucking hard on them.
You know, a music degree is not gonna get you much else good, so I mean, at least you got this going for you.
And you know the funny thing is that
Hold on, no, let me finish that. Burn. Sorry.
I didn't even catch him with the burn. That's fucked up, but not even wrong, though.
Music degrees are worthless.
Damn, really gonna do the fucking whiplash move like that, huh?
Got him. Fucking got him.
But that being said, the artist has not done this kind of references in his other artwork. It's just this one, which is why I'm so fucking confused.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But props to them, I guess. They're fucking wild.
I think that page 12, top left panel, is really what I describe as the epitome of this comic. This reaction from the MC in the top left panel on page 12 is really what I felt the entire time I was reading this comic.
Him just saying, "What are you even saying?"
Yeah, that right there. What are you even saying? That's how I feel. That's how I felt reading this whole comic.
This, as much as I would like to make the joke of, they have to have a dictionary next to each other while having sex so they can understand what the fuck the other one is referencing. I think the fact that they're both making these awful fucking puns, which
for each other.
Yeah, no, it really shows that they're both knowledgeable in their art. Very passionate about it to the point where they can make these obscure references, and I'm sure they're both understanding it.
Exactly. In for instance, the previous 2 pages or so, or actually, hold on, wait. Actually, hold on, wait, don't change page just yet. Hold that dial. Let me find where I was. Yeah, on this page, she's saying we have great compatibility in terms of musical performance. Our body's compatibility will be outstanding too. And apparently, their niche music. Hold on, body. Their niche music related puns, jokes, references, or also. They're good for each other, I guess is what I'm trying to say. They're both autistic and in the same way.
I think it's more of I mean, yeah, they're autistic when it comes to like making the stupid fucking puns, but they're also very similar. I think the thing you're trying to reference is their ability to create music together. Like earlier in the scene where they were like playing, doing a duet, and it was like working perfectly for the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's more of that, but at the same time, like, holy fuck.
Yeah. I also just like that there's absolutely no context to page 10 and 11. She's like, let me check something. And then penetration happens, and it's like, what are you checking? You don't just do that to people. You don't just say, let me check something. and then it was interesting to say the least.
Damn, I know we just played a duet, and honestly, I just feel a certain way. Let me just check something and put your dick in me.
Yeah, put your dick in me. Let's see how we feel in about 10 minutes. Beep 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 beep. Food's done. Yep, testing complete. Dick fits in vagina.
Well, now time to make some musical puns.
Yeah, time to say what the fucking on a bisque. on a bisque.
On a bisque, dead yet?
Wait, is this a Japanese thing? Because ona is a word, right? Oni, right? Is basque something? I'm gonna translate it. Hold on. Maybe this is like two Japanese words smushed into one that doesn't actually exist.
Also, Ramsey's in chat saying, I want to drink more.
Hi, Ramsey. Drink more. Cheers. Where is Japanese? A, B, C, D, U, G, H, H, A, H,
I mean, here's the thing. There's a lot of, like, puns. Like, even, like, it's combining obscure references with puns. So, it could be very much a play on words, along with an obscure reference.
Basque does not exist in Japanese. Let me try adding the whole word. Ona. Doesn't exist. Okay. This is.
I mean,
okay, hold on.
you can do ona whole.
Else. Yeah.
Which I guess
no,
can
it
work?
Doesn't. Is this?
No.
It does. This doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. Or maybe Basque is like. I feel like this is an extremely niche reference that maybe one person saw and went. Like it's gonna be something like Basque it sounds like this word, which is a musician, and when you combine it with this word that's Japanese, it makes a sex joke. And one person's gonna be like, I get it. And shout out to that guy.
That guy had a good laugh from that pun, and only that guy.
Exactly. Nobody else has any idea what the fuck is talking about.
That being said, moving a bit away from the puns, as hard as it is to do that.
Because it really does just go through the entire comic.
Yes. One thing that I will say was funny. Oh wait, hold up. In chat, Mac is saying, I like words, rhythm, drum in this because it shows the movement, especially with the blank. Page 14. Wait, hold up. Let's go to page 14.
Page 14. Wait, what?
I just
what did Max say?
I'm sorry, I just saw the pun on page 14. It's so bad.
Simba?
For Simba? like the
I don't
symbol,
get it.
but
I mean,
I think it's supposed to be
Oh.
like the symbol, like in a drum. But the fucking
maybe.
maybe I'm not even sure at this point. But at this point, I'm going doing the use of the word rhythm for her, like her rhythm as to writing him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fuck, it's so fucking dumb. But someone didn't hit me. But rhythm a lot. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Like rhythm makes sense in this context.
So there's something on this page that's shown up really well that bothers me about this entire comic, and that is, it is in like the center, I guess top right, but basically dead center, the penis when it is entering the cavity, it is rubbing it against the panties the entire comic, and that motherfucker's gonna have like rug burn next day. I see that and expect this to be occurring over the course of like 10 minutes. I feel like that rubbing is not gonna be very good afterwards.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know,
I mean that happens
but
a
that's
lot.
very mild.
It's suspension of disbelief a lot of the time when they do that.
For sure, absolutely.
Also, another thing, link the link is not gate locked on Twitter. It's just that ease of access. We can't post a link. Use the fucking code on screen or use the link. That being said, it's just something we deal with. It's just panties are to the side most of the time, if not off, if not on one leg, if not on the person's head. Which, by the way, I don't know if that happens in GIF. I've seen it a few times, and I'm confused every time I see it. Of panties being put on the guy's head.
I don't think I've ever seen that. No.
They made an entire anime with that being one of the main things on it.
No, I can't say I've ever seen that.
It's more popular than it should be.
That's fair. I mean, I can't even think of anything that is in that same like degree, really. Nothing that comes to mind, at least, like off the top of my head.
I guess it's just a thing just popularized by hentai. I don't know what to say. Just something that happens.
I guess so.
Oh, another note I have here. The cucking scene. For lack of a
scene?
the self-cucking scene. The imagination cucking scene on page 4.
4.
4, 5. It's 4 and 5. Where he's imagining her getting fucked by several dudes.
Yeah.
That I did not expect from this because it is not, I wouldn't use the word wholesome, but it's very vanilla in that regard, except for those 2 pages. But it didn't get to the point where it was bad. It's just like it's like kind of a thing that's
fantasy.
there. Yeah, it's a fantasy.
So
not actual cucking.
I actually kind of like this page because I think that this adds a bit of variety to this comic in a sense. Like it's not canon because it's his imagination for one, but
right.
It does add to the comic some variety in terms of this character experiencing something. Because sometimes you might say, here's a character I like. As an artist, you'll say, here's a character, I like this character, I want them to follow this story, but, maybe I'd like to experiment a little and have them try something else. So that having this fantasy segment, I feel, really gives a bit of variety to, just from a porn aspect, things that this character is going through. Like, for instance, if you were so inclined as a viewer, you could look at these scenes and say, oh, yeah, I could imagine myself cucking this guy, and here it is, It just gives some variety to what is available with in regards to this character that is this artist's original content.
Actually, you know what? I agree with you. Plus, it's practically free. Like, you don't have to implicate the character, like the actual character in anything.
Yeah.
because your story still remains the same, but by throwing the fantasy in, you get to put those two scenes in without affecting the plot itself.
It's non-canon,
Yeah,
and that's why I think page 6 really has a lot of like energy in it. Like I can kind of like, after seeing those last 2 pages, I can kind of like feel this guy's pain to an extent. Like, am I the only one trying to chase the music? It's that's kind of deep in my opinion, really. Like, and you know, and I can kind of relate to that to some extent because, you know, in this platform, a lot of people just want to fucking do nothing else, and that's not what I'm into, really. I like to meet people and form connections and then fuck, and that seems hard to come by in this platform. So I kind of relate to this page, really.
Yeah, I would agree, honestly. It seems that you usually don't see pages go this hard in terms of people being passionate about things, about their life, essentially, because this guy's life is music, right?
Exactly, and this guy isn't just trying to get like a quick fuck and be done. He's clearly actually interested in this person, and it frustrates him learning about this rumor.
It frustrates him to learn that she essentially is like the rest of the people that were just there to fuck.
Exactly.
Which ends up not being true, because she is interested in music.
So you say it's not true?
Well, not true to an extent.
Page 8. I think and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like there's a bit of like an error here, where she's like, the rumors, they might be true, but I don't think that she knew that a rumor started yet, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait,
based
what
off,
the
like,
fuck?
the last pages. Right? Because wasn't she like informed of, like, based off of the time skip thingy in the very beginning or the very end? I'm not sure she's aware of any rumors that exist. Right? Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. It's an error.
A continuity error. I think they fucked it up a little bit.
You're right. Actually, that is an error. She's not supposed to know about the rumors.
Mm-hmm. What?
Oh wait, no. There's a time skip there. There's a time skip between the middle and the very end of that page that indicates that he essentially explained the rumors. So she just went along with it.
Right. I guess if you say so, I can see that happening. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I think that's fair. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Also, page 16. I feel like her tits get bigger in every fucking frame.
Do they?
I swear to God, like with page 8 as reference, the one we were just looking at, I like comparing it by page 16. I swear to God, her tits are like twice as big.
But they're being held in a dress, though. If you look at the
well,
okay, look at page 8, and then look at page 11, and you notice they're being squished a lot more than you would expect. Which maybe it's just a dress that maybe is not doing a great job. Maybe she might have just needed a bigger dress. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, maybe. I can't imagine that being too comfortable.
No, they're squeezing hard.
Or maybe that's a really good dress.
Maybe. I can't imagine it being comfortable though.
Yeah, honestly. But I do like page 16 as well, because this is when the power dynamic swaps. Where this guy stops being flashbang, the flashbang wears off, and he's like, "Oh shit, I'm fucking this hoe." and then he takes control, and that's really cool.
Actually, you know what? I think you're right. On page 16, at the very bottom, it definitely is bigger. No, it's actually
her tits
spitting here.
So fucking
massive. Yeah, the tits are literally bigger than her head.
Exactly.
That's the artist definitely fucked up the perspective on 16 at least. And 17 they go back to normal. Or kinda. At the very bottom they do.
Yeah.
If you compare, compare the bottom of page 16 to 17.
To the bottom of.
Yeah.
I definitely think that her tits are significantly bigger than 16, and maybe that's just perspective. It could be perspective, but I don't know.
A bit of inconsistency there on at least that one page. I feel like the rest of them are okay.
Yeah,
Page 16, he went just a little bit overboard on the tits.
Yeah, just a little. But I still like that point where he completely toggles. He stops being flashbanged and starts taking control of the fucking handles in front of him.
Right. It definitely just sure that he's cool. He's finally getting into it. He's no longer like, what are you saying? What is this? What's going on? He's like, okay, well, fuck it.
Well, I'm here. My dick's wet. Fucking, well, there we are. Anyways, make the most of your situation, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that's basically all the notes I've got for this, more or less.
I was gonna talk about. One of my notes is just saying, "Who is this actually for?"
I think that's fair. This is the overlap between hentai enthusiasts and music degree majors. I think is really who this is for.
So that's my question. How big is that overlap? Because as someone who enjoys the hentai, I can get a good enjoyment out of the hentai part, but the music puns and everything is like, okay, I get a few of them, I guess. But who's the perfect connection for this fucking comic? How many of them are there?
I think it's bigger than you think. I really do. I think that 3 out of 4 band kids are also weebs. Am I wrong?
I need to show this to Brian.
Oh, you're so true. You're so fucking right. Oh, you're right. Brian, it's for Brian. That's who it's for. This is for Brian.
Never mind. That's answer my question.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Will. Okay, here's my idea. Okay, we kidnap Brian. I'll move him into a different channel. We ambush him and then force him to look at it and translate some of these terms we don't understand.
I feel like it's gonna be a gamble though, because what's the chance of someone following him though? I say hi.
I'll just move them. I'll just get him out of there.
Do you want to gamble? Yeah, actually, let's just ask him what the fuck Onabes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, make sure you have Discord audio on before we get in there. Here, hold on. I'll help you test. Okay, I'm currently speaking.
Speak.
Hello, I'm speaking. Are you audibling? You also got to remember, there's a chance that he's watching the stream.
What up?
Okay, there we go.
Speak again.
I'm speaking again.
There we go. I have no clue what the fucking Onabes, because that's what we're gonna find out. We're gonna ask him, someone who knows about music, what the fuck this means. Oh. There you go. Hold up. I swear we have the screen capture for this, don't we? For this specific thing. No, I have it. I did take a screen cap. I know about music to some degree, and that shit literally isn't a word. No, that's fair. That's what we're coming to the conclusion. It's not a word, but it's probably a play on words. So, let's see if he can understand it. Okay. Just waiting for Basalt to get into the voice call so we can ask Brian, a professional, on what the fuck this means. And Basalt snapped his own neck. Oh. Hello?
Oh, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you in VRChat. Oh, there you are.
My computer is breaking. I'm very confused.
Oh.
I can't click on any input. Okay, I'm just gonna join on phone then. Fine. I'll just join on phone. Once I find my phone.
And meanwhile, I would say that the
Okay,
art
got
on this one is pretty good, actually. It's also from one of the creators that I actually like their art in a different one. I think their art is, for the most part, good here, except for that one error on page 16, which is a bit egregious, but otherwise, not bad.
Okay, I'm gonna mute VRChat.
Okay, so that's the kid. I have deciphered the meaning, and I won't tell you because go fuck yourself. Okay, thanks. Think so. Yeah, kidnap him. Brian, we're streaming currently. We need you to decipher this for us. This is necessary for the hentai review. Decipher this. Wait, so if it's using the sentence, it's a wit-filled play using even her unabesque derriere. Or how do you pronounce that? Hold up, it's not picking up the audio from Brian. Okay, now it should be.
Well, he's not speaking.
Oh, well, now we can also hear you.
Oh, hello. We literally went into Discord to test it.
It stopped working.
Great. Brian, hello?
I'm even doing research. I can't find anything.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. You type that word into Google, and nothing comes up but this comic and this page. As far as we can tell, this artist created this word.
We're expecting this to be a play on words based on an actual musical term, which is why we brought you.
Because you're the music nerd. You are the target audience for this hentai. It is for people who are porn enthusiasts and also band kids. Oh, you know what, Will?
Although Noah says he knows the meaning. However, that being said, I can't review the fucking Chainsaw Man chapter because I haven't read most of it yet.
Oh, even I'm behind on Chainsaw Man.
Oh shit. There we go. Any word, Brian?
You know?
No? God damn it. Why do we even keep you around?
Kill him.
I mean, if it literally means nothing, then I can't help either.
That's fair. But anyways. Okay. Well, I guess I'll throw you back in the gen.
Okay. Oh, now it's just Morgan. I mean, you could just kill me, honestly.
Oh, yeah? Can I kill you?
Alright, kill Brian.
Okay, hold on. Any last worms?
I don't know why I was kidnapped.
Yeah, that tends to happen to most people who are kidnapped. There you go.
Oh. And so that ends without the answer. And only Noah knows the answer, apparently.
And he's not gonna tell us.
Such is life.
Such is life.
But yeah.
Well, I feel like that more or less
You want to
concludes
tell you
everything I
again?
have to
Oh,
comment
yeah.
about this.
Okay, no, tell us what does it mean if you fix the audio? Did I not? Oh wait. Oh, there we go. Okay, now it's fixed.
Also, my cursor is broken and I can't actually look at any of my notes on desktop, so we're gonna have to. I also can't look at any more pages, so it's probably for the best that we wrap things up soon, because I need to restart my computer.
Well, while Noah writes the meaning of this, what would you rate this out of 10?
Honestly, I'm gonna definitely rate this higher than the last one. I'd rate this like an 8 out of 10. I wish it was more comprehensible. But I do like this a lot more. I like the art style a lot more, actually. The art style is pretty cool. I like this style. It looks very soft in a way.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the author is actually autistic, and it's a wordplay on Onho plus Besky. Besky literally just means like. So he's saying her Onho like ass.
That's kind of what I assumed to a degree.
It's a wit-filled play using even her Onho like ass. Oh. Wow, that is really autistic.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But yeah, I like the art style a lot. You definitely need a music degree to fully appreciate this comic, I feel. The lines are a lot cleaner. It's easier for me to understand the positioning. I don't like the censorship style. The censorship style of fully whited out dicks is kind of bad.
Again, I didn't notice it until you mentioned it.
Yeah. I prefer the other style of censorship at least. This one is aggressive.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
No, it says, I mean, SK is like in music sometimes if it's in like arabesque. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, again, the thing is wordplay. I think the wordplay is fine, and then sometimes like egregiously very archaic.
Niche.
Very, very niche. I think I rate around 8.5, around there. 8 to 8.5. I like the characters. I like the story. I like the art. It's not the best by far, but I think it's a decent story. It's a decent one shot.
I agree. I'm inclined to agree.
But yeah. Other than that, let me take away the clash thing. Away our page counter. Alright.
There we go. We did it.
That being said, we got our stories out of the way here. So, anything you would like to say
We didn't
before
even
we...
have technical...
What?
I'd like to say that we didn't even have any technical difficulties, and yet we still went like an entire half an hour over
what are you talking about? Yes, we did. I literally exploded.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Yeah, actually, no, I completely forgot. It was 2 hours ago. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. But maybe next week will be a lot shorter, considering we only have to review one. We'll have a guest next time.
Exactly. But I think the conversation is going to end up going on a lot longer.
Maybe. We'll see. But yeah. For now, though, anything you want to say, Basalt? Anything you want to wrap this up with?
Let me check my notes, because I think there was something.
Mark glue talk. What is the glue talk?
Glue.
Wait, what?
Yeah. That's what I have to say. Glue does not taste like much of anything. It was kind of just bad, but at the same time, it felt like I was eating like thick water, but like really thick water. I wouldn't recommend eating glue. Not because it's bad for you, just because there's other substances to consume that would be tastier.
That being said, if you want to like mix glue and vodka together. Well, apparently it wouldn't be that bad of an idea.
Exactly. Yeah, let us know. No, actually, I think glue and vodka would probably be the worst. I think you really want something to take the edge off, because at that point you're just going to dilute the taste of vodka and make it sticky. And I think you might want to add like rum or something, so at least you're tasting something other than just the distilled, shittier version of the liquor you're drinking.
I mean, you could get like those flavored vodkas.
I guess that's true. Maybe like Kahlua or something. Oh, milk. Yeah. Oh, make a White Russian, but with glue instead of milk.
Bro, glue
Or
and vodka
eggnog.
doesn't work, retard. The glue floats in the vodka, it doesn't mix. I've done it before?
Cover yourself in glue. Wait for it to vodka fly. I mean, I guess that's fair. Would the glue like dissolve, or would the chemical reactions change the glue when exposed to ethanol?
Listen, I'm not a biology major or a chemistry major, or nor that I actually passed my science classes. Apparently, it just floats to the top, though.
I mean, there's one way to find out. I don't want to waste vodka, though. Is the problem. And I don't plan on drinking it either before anyone has any bright ideas. Also, I only have the clear glue, so it'd be hard for me to tell. Also, I'm not sure I have vodka.
On tomorrow's episode, I mean,
I do have glue.
on next week's episode, we'll have Elmer's glue and vodka and a few different alcohols to test it. See if the glue is dense enough to sink in and mix.
If we get the right guest, I'm sure we can make them do that for us.
I mean, we're gonna have Age next week. Can't we just? He seems like a glue haver.
He does seem like a glue eater. I also bet that Morbid and Ramsey would probably be willing to eat glue for content. They seem like the types that would be willing to
Sacrifice their health a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I know Marines eat crayons, so do sailors eat glue?
Is it like a pun or something? Sounds like a riddle.
No. No, there's Marines eat crayons. That's not like a riddle or a joke. I mean, it is a joke. It's an exaggeration, but maybe I'm not the right person to really be asking on the matter. But allegedly, Marines eat crayons because they're stupid or something. Maybe, but at the same time, I have literally seen videos of Marines in helicopters eating crayons, like flying through, I don't know, fucking Vietnam or some shit, just like chowing down on a pack of crayons and sharing them like they're cigarettes. I've seen videos, so at the very least, those Marines eat crayons, if not others. So I'm just gonna assume that sailors eat glue.
Okay. Well, apparently,
And Ramsey was a sailor, so
we can ask him later.
yeah, you can ask him now. No, not on stream, but you know, in general.
Max says, I don't know. Maybe where I live, glue is made out of the different substances. Clueless. Also, it's not toxic, dude. You're getting more poison from the alcohol than the glue.
That's so true. That's actually accurate.
Listen, I'm just saying.
So
What if we just eat toxic glue, though?
that's true. Where is the toxic glue? Also, so yesterday, I've been asking Ramsey really weird questions. Yesterday, I just asked him, "Are you left-handed?" He says, "Yes." I say, "Thanks." He says, "Why?" I give him a thumbs up. That's the end of the conversation. Now, I just texted him, "Do you eat glue?" Yeah, we'll see where that leads.
Please tell me it was a left-handed thumbs up.
I don't think Apple emotes have the ability. I mean, I can look.
Use a match maximum for glue.
Yes.
Oh.
It was a left-handed thumbs up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that was left-handed?
It's
Is it?
late.
Yeah, it is late. As much as I would like to talk about glue eating,
Eating glue.
what the fuck is the right-handed thumbs up? I don't know. Maybe it's a thumbs up on your right hand. What the fuck do you mean? What else would it be? Left-handed thumbs up, right-handed thumbs up. It's just a different hand. That's not a real emoji. I'll fucking make it a real emoji. I'll replace one of the fucking emotes in the fucking Discord server for a right-handed thumbs up. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm trying to put the fucking video player away without being on camera, so we can do an outro or something. Maybe I'm trying to be professional here. You know, I'm trying to swoop around the camera so I'm not in shot when I'm doing the. No, I'll show chat what I did, because if you want to make it such a big deal, you want to make it such a big fucking deal, I'll show what I did. So the camera's here and I do this. And then I turn off the video player. But if you want the video player on so bad, Will, I'll just keep it on. Huh? Yeah, let's do an outro, huh? Let's do a freaking outro like this. Anyways, thank you guys for showing up to stream. Who fucking knows what the name of this talk show is called? Trying to maintain a degree of professionalism here, but I have to work with this asshole. So fucking later.
My question is, since when was the video player there?
I don't know. I turned it on when we were talking to Brian.
Oh.
I was thinking to myself, I'll just turn on the video player and turn on the pink because Brian's pink. But then I remembered the camera's over here, and I turned off the pink and forgot to turn off the video player.
Okay.
So yeah, Content Counterparts live Fridays at 6:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can get more of this shit.
Yeah, you can get more of glue eating and hentai reviewing and GIF reviewing.
Yeah.
From us glue eating,
That's
apparently.
True. I think my favorite part of this episode was eating glue.
I hope we eat more glue next week.
I mean, it's possible. You know, we can achieve our dreams of eating more glue. It's not that hard. I just
thought of a new segment. Eating a new type of glue every week.
How many glues can we? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe there's something there. Trying inedible substances. That's the first segment. All right, everybody. Today we're gonna try battery acid. Poison control. Speed dial. Hola, is poison control? Oh shit. Oh, I don't. I don't know the Spanish for poison control. Battery, acid, mouth, bad.
Try glow in the dark glue next time, though, bro. Bro, imagine how fun that would be.
Yeah. Holy shit! I'll open my mouth and it goes.
God damn
I
it.
thought you were onto something with that one.
Alright, that being said, thank you everyone for coming. As always, we do appreciate it. We love eating glue, apparently. We will eat more glue in the coming weeks. Anything you want to say before we do end it?
We need to try to be better about maintaining a time schedule. It is late. I don't have time to charge my trackers kind of late.
You are completely correct. Damn.
Mm-hmm. It is. I should have poured my first drink 40 minutes ago, kind of late.
Well, you know what they say.
Yep. Never measure twice. Take that to the bank.
Alright, thank you everyone for coming. As always, we do appreciate it. Thank you for coming to another episode of Content Counterparts. Next week we'll be having a guest here. And hopefully we won't go on for way too long on our stream. That being said, thank you everyone for coming, and we'll see you on next time. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.